What if your childhood ended with a wedding dress instead of a school uniform? Can a little girl become a bride before she learns to spell her own name? She was only 8, but they called her a wife. Hello, dear listener. Thank you for joining me today on Selfware 5.0. Even if you are still learning, this story is for you. I'm your host, Lyly. I speak in a calm American accent to help you learn English gently, with peace and clarity. This is a special English podcast for learning and inspiration. We share simple English stories about personal development and hope. We share these episodes to inspire you on your journey. If you like this episode, please like and subscribe. I would love to know where you are listening from. Share your country and your thoughts with us. We are a community of learners and dreamers across the world. Think of this as a motivational speech or even a sleep story. Each sentence is clear and short, so your language learning can continue. We use simple words and a calm tone. You can learn English through this story. It is like a motivational video in your mind, an inspiring story in English to help you study, wake up your mind, and improve. Each episode is an English learning story that feeds your curiosity and gives you study motivation. Today, we have a very important story. It is about courage, hope, and strength. It is also about something sad, but we will see how hope and determination shine in the dark. We will talk about child marriage in India and around the world. But do not worry. I will guide you gently with a calm voice. Let's begin softly. Imagine a little girl, maybe 8 years old. She is playing in her village, wearing bright clothes and laughing. She has big dreams about school and friends. One day, her life changes. She learns that she will have a wedding soon, even though she is still a child. This story reminds me of the TV series Balika Vadu. In that series, a young girl named Anandi is forced to marry at the age of 8. We feel her fear and sadness as she leaves her home. Many people knew that show, and it raised awareness about this issue. But this is not just a TV show. It happens in real life too. Imagine that instead of on TV, this is happening in villages across India. There, many girls like Anandi are forced to marry when they are very young. She might have to leave her parents, her siblings, even her toys and school behind. This hidden reality is hard to believe. India has more child brides than any other country in the world. That means 1 out of 3 child brides on the planet lives in India. Every year, millions of girls marry before they turn 18. Picture this in some rural areas of India. Nearly half of the girls marry before they turn 18. Imagine the school bell ringing one morning, but instead of going to class, a 13-year-old girl puts on a wedding dress. She sits quietly, scared and confused. Many girls never imagine this will happen to them. Even though the law in India says girls should be at least 18 to marry, the practice still continues in secret. These marriages often happen quietly in villages where old traditions run deep. Many families think they are doing the right thing, even though it hurts the girls. Pause for a moment. Take a deep breath. Close your eyes and imagine being that little girl. Feel how sudden and scary this news would be. Now breathe out, reminding yourself that stories can have brave endings. Child marriage means when a girl or boy under 18 is married. In India, the law is clear. A girl should be 18 or older. Yet every year in India, there are millions of child brides. Save the Children reports that 15 million girls around the world marry before they turn 18 every year. A large share of them are in India. These early marriages cut childhood short. Young brides are often taken out of school and told to run a household instead. Think about it. A girl might start out the day studying math, but end the day cooking a meal for a household of adults. It is a very sad switch, but there is hope. Thanks to efforts by the government and many organizations, the rates of child marriage are slowly falling. UNICEF notes that newer generations have it less often. Still, progress is slow. People around the world have made a goal by 2030, end child marriage. India and all countries must speed up their efforts to reach that goal. Together, we can end this practice. Why do these marriages happen at all? The reasons are complicated, but I will explain simply some of the main causes. Poverty and money. Many families in poor communities struggle to feed everyone. Some parents think that if they marry their daughter, they will have one less mouth to feed, or they might get a little money as a gift for her marriage. It is like a desperate survival strategy. During hard times, like during the COVID crisis, some parents said they felt they had no choice. But we know a girl is not a burden. She is a person with dreams. Tradition and gender beliefs. In some villages, marrying girls young is a tradition passed down for generations. Some parents worry about their daughter's safety or family honor. They think marrying her early will protect her purity and keep the family safe. They sometimes even marry her to a much older man, thinking he will take care of her. But these beliefs are unfair. They come from thinking girls are worth less than boys. The truth is, girls are just as valuable, and they deserve to grow up and decide their own futures. Lack of education. If a girl is not in school, parents might ask, what else will she do? Some decide marriage is the answer. School costs money, uniforms, books, fees. If a family is very poor, they might marry the girl instead of paying school fees. But here is an important truth. When a girl goes to school, she learns she has options. Studies show that a girl who completes secondary school is much less likely to marry young. When girls dream of becoming doctors, teachers, or engineers, families see their value grow. Weak laws and enforcement. India has a law called the Prohibition of Child Marriage Act 2006, which makes it illegal for anyone under 18 to marry. The law even says a child marriage can be canceled, and those who arrange it can be punished. In theory, the law is clear, but in practice, many child marriages happen quietly. They might be traditional weddings with no official papers, so the police never find out. In some areas, even when parents know the law, they still do it. Take a deep breath now. Inhale and exhale. Now reflect for a moment. Think about the community or family you know. What traditions or struggles might lead parents to make these hard choices? Take a moment to think about this. Your understanding is a first step to change. It's one thing to hear facts. It's another to feel what it's like. Now let's meet some real girls who faced child marriage and who found the courage to fight back. Payal's story. Payal lived in a village in Rajasthan. She was only 9 years old when her parents started talking about marrying her off. Payal loved going to school. She treasured her books and never missed a day of class. She loved learning about math and stories. Payal had big dreams of her own. She wanted to become a teacher, to help other children just like her teachers helped her. She once told her parents, "I am too young to marry. Let me learn and become a teacher." But they would not listen. One day, a group of caring activists came to her school. Payal was brave. She ran to them and said, "My parents want to marry me, but I don't want to. I want to study." With their help, Payal spoke up to her parents. "Please let me finish my education." Finally, after many conversations, her parents agreed. Payal's marriage was called off. That moment was life-changing. Payal did not stop there. She became a leader in her village. She organized community meetings. She talked to other parents about why education is important. She said, "We also explained the bad effects of child marriage to the parents." Payal taught families that letting girls learn is the best way to protect them. Today, Payal has finished college and is a teacher at a local school. She mentors young girls and even speaks to national leaders about ending child marriage. Her voice is strong and kind, helping other girls find their courage. Payal's story shows that one brave child, with support, can change many minds. Lakshmi's story. Lakshmi's story shows how law and bravery work together. When Lakshmi was just a baby, her family married her to a baby boy. It was all on paper. She still lived with her parents and went to school like the other children. Lakshmi grew up thinking she was an ordinary, unmarried girl. She played with her friends, went to school, and dreamed of a normal life. When Lakshmi turned 16, her community prepared for the Gauna ceremony. This is a tradition where a married girl leaves her parents to join her husband. Lakshmi watched in fear. As she walked toward the ceremony, she saw nothing but strangers waiting for her. Her heart beat fast. She was terrified. At that moment, Lakshmi turned to her mother and asked, "What will I do if I have to leave and go live there?" Lakshmi and her brother went looking for help. They found a lawyer named Kriti Bharti. Lakshmi asked her directly, "What will I do if my husband comes to take me?" Kriti smiled and said, "I know something important. In India, child marriages can be canceled by law." Lakshmi agreed with her husband, the boy she never really knew, and they all asked a judge to cancel the marriage. In April 2012, Lakshmi's child marriage was officially nullified. Canceled. She had her freedom back. Later, when she grew older, she chose her own partner and married on her own terms. Now Lakshmi lives happily and is studying further. Her bravery is so inspiring that other students learn about it in their textbooks. Lakshmi teaches us that it is never too late to fight for your life and future. Shahida's story. Shahida is from Telangana in southern India. She was 15 years old when the COVID lockdown happened, and like many teens, she felt very lonely at home. One day she met a stranger online. He was 24 years old and seemed kind. He told Shahida he could arrange for her to go to a good school if she married him. He promised money and an easy life. Shahida's stomach ached with hunger and worry, so she wanted to believe him. She thought, if I marry him, maybe I'll at least have food to eat. So Shahida agreed. She and the man named Adil planned to run away and get married secretly. On the day she was about to leave, something wonderful happened. A worker from Save the Children happened to be at her house. She told Shahida, "This is illegal and dangerous. At 15, your body is too young for this." The worker talked to Shahida's family about the law and her future. Shahida's parents finally understood it was wrong. They canceled the wedding. Shahida went back inside her home. She hugged her parents and felt tears of relief. A little while later, she opened her school books again with joy. She was grateful she could keep learning. Shahida said later, "I thought if I married him, I'd at least have food to eat, so I agreed. I never knew it might be dangerous for me." She was lucky that someone stepped in just in time. Her life went back to being a normal teenage life with school and dreams. Najla's story. Now let's hear a story from far away in Iraq. It reminds us this issue crosses borders. Najla is now 19 years old. She once shared her story in a powerful speech. When she was 14, Najla's school life was suddenly over. Her family said she must marry a man they chose. On her wedding day, Najla put on a simple white dress and walked toward the ceremony. But at the last moment, her heart pounded with fear. She made a brave choice. Najla slipped out of the hall and ran away into the dark night. She left behind her family and the frightened cries as she escaped into freedom. Later, Najla stood up and spoke to the world. She said, "Girls should be students and not brides. I don't want any other girl to go through the same as me. They deserve to be successful women first." Those words are so powerful. Najla was saying, we belong in classrooms, learning and growing, not hidden away as child brides. Her courage gave her a chance to return to school and plan her future. Najla's message traveled all the way to India and beyond. It reminds us, every girl has the right to learn and dream. Viviana's story. Let's travel even farther to Burkina Faso in Africa. A girl named Viviane also fought back against a child marriage. When Viviane was born, her family promised her to a man for marriage. All her childhood, she knew she was promised, like a little treasure held for someone else. But Viviane dreamed of something different for her life. When she was 12 years old, her family tried to make her marry a man who was 54 years old. Think about that. A girl in 6th grade, just a child, and a man old enough to be her grandfather. Viviane felt deep fear and sadness, but inside her grew a stronger hope. Late one night when no one was watching, Viviane ran away from her village. She walked and walked through villages and fields for 40 kilometers until she reached a safe shelter that helps girls like her. Today, Vivian is 23. She is safe and strong. She returned to school and is studying mathematics and training to become a nurse while mentoring other young girls as people write. Vivian now helps other girls, teaching them that they have choices. Her escape and determination show that no matter where you live, girls can find strength and support to change their fate. Each of these girls, Payal, Lakshmi, Shahida, Najla, and Vivian, found a way to change her destiny. They spoke up, sought help, or ran away to freedom. Their courage is a beacon of inspiration and proof that change is possible. Take a deep breath with me now. Inhale slowly, 2, 3, and breathe out. Imagine you are one of these brave girls for just a moment. Feel the weight of her decision on your heart. Now exhale, reminding yourself that her story had a brave ending, and she is alive today, free to learn and grow. Child marriage does more than end a girl's schooling. It casts a long shadow over her entire life. Here are some key impacts to remember. Lost education and dreams. Once married, a girl is usually expected to leave school. She might never return to class. This means she misses out on learning skills, getting a degree, or becoming what she dreamed of. Without school, her future jobs are limited. As one survivor said, girls who marry early see their education cut short, which also cuts short their life opportunities. Health and safety risks. A young girl's body is not ready for pregnancy or childbirth. Pregnancy can be very risky for someone so young. Doctors warn that childbirth is the #1 killer of teenage girls in some regions. Many child brides become mothers too soon, and this endangers both mother and baby. Many girls under 18 die each year from pregnancy complications. If the girl survives, she often suffers from malnutrition and other health problems. And there is another danger. Many child brides face abuse and violence because their husbands are much older and hold more power. This abuse can leave deep scars. Emotional trauma and mental health. Child marriage is very hard on the mind. Many young brides feel trapped, lonely, or sad. Studies in India show that girls who marry young are about twice as likely to become depressed or have thoughts of suicide. They often cry in secret for the childhood they lost. Some compare their life to a prison of tradition. This emotional pain can follow them for years. But remember, even in darkness, seeking help from friends, family, or counselors can bring light. Poverty cycle. Without education or job skills, child brides have fewer opportunities to earn money. Many families stay poor, and their future children may also grow up in poverty. It becomes a cycle from one generation to the next, unless we help break it with education and jobs. Lost rights and freedom. A child bride loses her right to choose. She cannot decide her own future, not even who to marry or if she wants to marry. She is not free to be a child, to play, or to dream. A survivor put it simply, girls deserve to have their life and be independent. Every girl should have the freedom to grow, to have friends, and to become the person she dreams of. Better communities. When girls stay free and educated, whole communities get stronger. Educated women can help their families earn more and raise healthier children. When women contribute with jobs and ideas, society grows. Ending child marriage helps everyone build a better future. Take another gentle breath now. Inhale and exhale. You have heard about dangers and rights lost, but also about hope and change. Keep this knowledge in your heart. Imagine if someone you love had to face these risks instead of enjoying childhood and school. Let that thought guide you to be strong for others. If child marriage often brings hardship, there is also hope. Around India and the world, brave girls and caring people are pushing back every day. Small wins are adding up to big change. Girls helping girls. Many girls who escaped child marriage now help others. We already met Payal, who speaks out to parents. There are many more like her. Some young women who were once child brides now travel and speak in villages, sharing their stories. They say things like, "I was married at 13. I should have been in school." When these former child brides tell their story, they plant hope in others. They show families that letting girls learn is better than marrying them young. Schools and education programs. Education itself is turning the tide. For example, Purna Girls' School in Lucknow, India, was started to teach girls to question old traditions. The girls there discuss patriarchy and women's rights openly. The results are amazing. Nearly all the girls there finished 12th grade, and their academic success is far above the national average. They even march in peace rallies, demanding an end to violence against women and child marriage. One former student, Khushbu, even faced threats from her own family for staying in school. She refused to give up and continued learning. Now she has a master's degree and works as an activist to protect other girls. Schools like this show us that when communities invest in girls, education, and confidence, child marriage can be challenged and changed. International organizations also help. UNICEF, UNESCO, Plan International, Save the Children, and others run programs to empower girls. They give scholarships for school, teach about health, and sometimes even provide small cash incentives to families who keep their girls in school. India has a famous program called Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao, which means save the daughter, educate the daughter. It uses radio, community centers, and leaders to spread the message. Girls have rights and must be treated with respect. Voices of hope, activists, and leaders remind us of a powerful truth. Ending child marriage creates a better future for everyone. Save the children. Rights. Ending child marriage is the single most powerful catalyst of a better future for girls. In other words, when girls are free and educated, families and nations become stronger and happier. Nobel Peace Prize winner Malala Yousafzai from Pakistan echoes this with her own story and words. She survived danger fighting for education and now inspires others to do the same. Malala reminds us that education is our goal. One child, one teacher, one book, and one pen can change the world. Advice and help. If you or someone you know is at risk, remember, you are not alone. Help is out there. Keep learning. Every lesson is a step toward freedom. Talk to someone you trust. a teacher, counselor, or a kind adult if you feel pressure or fear. In India, you can call Childline at 1098. It's free and anonymous. Similar helplines exist in other countries too, ready to listen. Here are some gentle reflection points and actions you can take. Reflect. Think of a girl you know, maybe a sister or a friend. Imagine being in her shoes, excited about school one day, and then worried about marriage the next. How would you feel if that happened to her? What would you say to help her? Take a moment to think about this. Act. Share what you learned today with others. Talk to your friends or family about these stories in a calm and kind way. If someone asks about child marriage, gently remind them that it is against a child's rights and hurts the girl's future. Use your voice wisely to spread the message with calm determination. Encourage education, if you can. Help a younger girl in your life. Encourage her to stay in school or to keep learning something new every day. Celebrate even small achievements, like her school grades or a book she finished. Show her that learning and growing are as important as anything, and that she can achieve her dreams with education. Advocate, support organizations or people who help girls, like charities, schools, or helplines. Even sharing awareness on social media or talking to neighbors can help change minds. If you ever see signs of a forced or early marriage in your community, don't stay quiet. Reach out to trusted authorities or child protection helplines for help. Remember, every little step counts. A village elder who once agreed to a child bride might refuse if many voices say, "Wait, our girls have rights." A teacher's simple question to a student, "Why are you not in school today?" might save a girl from an unwanted marriage. You can be part of that change. This journey we have taken has been hard at times, but it is also filled with inspiration. You, the listener, might be a student, a parent, or a teacher. This topic touches us all. Here are some final words of hope and encouragement for you. You are not powerless. Like Payal and Lakshmi, girls all around the world have shown they can change their fate by speaking up and being brave. Your voice matters, and your dreams matter. As Malala said, even a single book, a single pen, and a single classroom can change the world. Every day you spend learning is a step toward that change. Do not let anyone tell you that a wedding is more important than your education. Remember, your education is your strength and your right. If things feel unfair or scary, pause and take deep breaths. Inhale and exhale. You are worth protecting and worthy of your dreams. Speak your truth. Remember Najla's words clearly in your heart. Girls should be students and not brides. Let those words guide you. If you ever feel alone or scared, remember these stories of courage. You too can find support and be brave like them. Think about these messages. Believe in yourself. You have strength and worth, even when things seem hard. Speak out. Your voice can inspire others and even change minds. Keep learning. Every lesson and book helps build your future. Stand together. Help your friends and sisters. When we stand together, change is possible. We have traveled a long way together in this episode. Before we finish, I want to remind you gently of something important. You are powerful and you are valuable. Even though today's story was heavy, your spirit is light and full of possibility. Take another deep breath with me. Inhale and exhale. You have listened, you have felt, and you have learned. That shows great strength already. Every time you listen to an episode, you give your mind something good to grow. Thank you for giving this important listening time to me and these stories. I know your listening time is precious, and I'm grateful you spent it here. Remember the name of our show, Selfware 5.0. It's not just a name, but a promise to always bring you calm, inspiring stories. We are always here for you when you need hope, inspiration, or a gentle voice. If you enjoyed this emotional story and want to learn more English, remember that listening and practicing is key. You can listen again or share it with your friends. Listening to stories like this is a wonderful way to learn how to speak and understand English. Each time you replay it, you'll understand a bit more and learn new words. This is how we learn English through story and repetition. Please share this episode with anyone who might need courage or understanding. Let it reach someone far away who is listening right now. Thank you for being part of our community. I am so proud of you for listening and caring. Always remember, you are not alone. You are smart, you are capable, and your dreams are important. Until next time, take care of yourself and each other. This is Selfware 5.0, reminding you softly, you are loved, you are safe, and your future is bright. Good night, good day, and keep believing in yourself. You have the power to make a difference.